All right, let's say that you are given this rational equation. So I have 6x over x plus 4 plus 24 over x equals 96 over x squared plus 4x. Now, if you remember with fractions, you have to find the least common denominator. And to find that with these is what you should do is factor every one of these denominators. Now, x plus 4 looks factored to me. I can't do anything with that. X looks factored to me. But this piece right here, x squared plus 4x, I could factor out an x and I'm left with x plus 4. And so it looks like this would be my least common denominator because I could get x plus 4 to look like that by multiplying x. I can get this piece to look like this by multiplying x plus 4. Oops. And x plus 4. And this already has all that. It may just not look like it, but that would be my least common denominator. So now that I have a least common denominator, I can rewrite each of these over x times x plus 4, x times x plus 4. And I'm not doing anything with this one, but let's just go ahead so you can see they're the same denominators, and let's factor it. So here I have 6x and I need to multiply it times x. So 6x squared. This is 24 times x, which is 24x. And then 24 times 4, which would be 96, so plus 96. The whole reason you do this to get a common denominator, and I know this might look ugly, but if you multiplied remember you can do anything you want to an equation as long as you do the same thing on one side as you do it to the other side, as well as multiplying by the same terms. What if I came through here and I actually multiplied every single one of these by this least common denominator? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply that. Well, and you could even write it over 1 so you can see what's happening. What's happening here, all the denominators are canceling. And so this makes it nice because I'm left with 6x squared plus 24x plus 96 equals 96. From here, I got something that looks easier to solve. Let's subtract 96 from both sides. I have 6x squared plus 24x equals 0. This looks like I can factor out a 6x. So that would leave me with x plus 4. I set both of these factors equal to 0, so 6x equals 0, and x plus 4 equals 0. Looks like x will equal 0 if I divide by 6, and x equals -4. So I have these two solutions. Now, you have to be careful though, because notice this x equals -4. Can you plug in a -4 right here? I think not, because you're going to be dividing by 0. So you always have to check both of your solutions to see, can you plug in 0? And looks like I would even be dividing by 0 here. So based off of these two answers, I cannot use x equals 0. Why? Right there. I cannot plug in x equals 0. And I cannot use x equals -4. Why? Right here. And therefore, this problem does not have a solution. There is no solution.